Hello everyone, and welcome back to Steins Gate. I'm G, and we have just failed to send the email that would turn back time to before we sent the initial D-mail. And do not worry, I know what I'm doing. Now I do anyways. I didn't always know what I was doing, but now I know what I'm doing. But anyways, let's get started. Faris's father is still at home, so we go to the UPX cafe to talk. Faris orders a sandwich.
Do you have something in mind, yeah?
It's a gamble. But we can change the contents of the D-mail you sent.
We're not going to cancel the first prank mail, yeah?
Exactly. I win as long as I get back the IBN 5100. Your father doesn't need to die. Right as I say that, the employee comes to us with the sandwich and drinks. She looks startled. We're talking about a game. The employee forces a smile at my lame excuse, then heads back inside. I turn back to Faris. I think we should send a D-mail that says something like, give the IBN 5100 to Okebe Rintaro. I think 10 years is about the limit of how far back we can send D-mails. Phone mail didn't become widespread until then. Rukako's mom's pager was a special case, but even that was still limited to the 1990s. So I don't think we can do anything fancy, like tell Faris's dad to start stockpiling IBN 5100s in 1975.
But you know, back then, Papa's company was down and he didn't have much capital, yeah? I doubt you could say anything to stop him from selling the IBN 5100 if he needed money to save me, yeah?
Faris frowns and takes a bite of her egg sandwich. That depends on what we send. If we make it seem like it came from the kidnappers, then your father has to find another way. He's a retro PC collector, so he should have plenty of other PCs you could sell, right?
He wouldn't get enough money with those, nya. Back then the IBN 5100 was the only one people would pay through the nose for, nya.
Then this is something only you can pull off. I'll say it again, this is only a bet. A bet to escape the responsibilities of a god. How will the world line change? What will that new world bring? I don't have the answers. It may become a world where neither Mayuri nor your father can be saved, but it could also be one where both can. There's no way to be sure, but I can't leave things the way they are. I can't let Mayuri die, and I can't let your dad die. A gamble, all or nothing. Is Faris alright with that? 2 lives hang in the balance. I don't want to be making decisions that affect whether people live or die, but I can't think of any alternative.
If that's your decision, then it's okay with me, nya.
Really?
I know that you're trying to save Papa, nya. And I'm really grateful for that, nya. I think I'm falling in love with you, nya.
Don't tease me like that.
But I'm not just teasing, nya.
Faris pouts cutely.
Does Kyoma hate girls like me, nya?
She stares into my eyes, saying nothing. No wonder you're May Queen's #1 maid. You know how to flatter your customers.
I don't like it when Kyoma dodges the question, nya.
Now she makes a sad face and drops her shoulders. Don't tell me that was a real confession of love to me. Sure, Faris is cute. I don't have as much trouble dealing with her as I used to. I could certainly get used to the idea of being with a girl like her. I am a man after all, and any man would be overjoyed to win the heart of a girl like Faris. But this is no time for romance. Faris, let's do this together. It'll come out alright, trust me.
I guess you're never gonna answer me, nya.
Faris looks a little sad, but after a deep breath, she smiles again.
I'm with you, Kyoma. Let's send that email, nya.
We have our plan. Will the dice come up odd or even? Not even God knows. I take Faris with me to the lab, and Daru weeps tears of joy at her safety. Mayuri jumps on her with a hug. Kurisu keeps reading, her expression aloof. I tell the 3 of them we'll explain later, though I don't know if I'll get the opportunity, since we're changing the past, and head with Faris straight to the development room. Faris has already written the D-mail. The root of the problem is her fake ransom demand, which caused her father to sell his IBN 5100. This is a second threatening email written to prevent that. Its time of arrival is 1 hour after the first email. I set the timer and exchange glances with FARIS. There's no turning back.
I hope I still remember you, nya, after the world line changes.
Even that is no guarantee. This isn't like Suzuha's case, where I returned the warped world line back to normal. We're warping it even more. I wouldn't be surprised if there were changes more drastic than the elimination of Moe from Akiba. Even if you forget, I'll remember.
Yoma, I want you to hold hands.
I take Faris's hand, then activate the microwave. Go for it, Faris.
Sending ya.
The warmth of Faris's hand suddenly disappears from mine. What? The summer sun fills my distorted vision. Next come the noise of Akiba, and the voices of the crowd and the theme songs of electronics shops. This is... teleportation. I realize I'm standing on Chuodori, right in front of Animate. Animate? The anime shop? I scan the street. All the Moe stores are back. The world line must have changed. That's evident from the fact that reading Steiner kicked in. FARIS, however, is nowhere to be seen. Even though we were standing right next to each other just a moment ago, hand in hand, she disappeared. Did her very existence disappear? No, that's absurd. I refuse to accept that. So did our plan work? Or are things even worse now? I need to explore this new world line. I head to the Tennoji residence and find Nai there, home alone. I manage to convince her to let me in. The divergence meter is there as expected. What? The first digit is blank. It now reads 0.275349%. Is it broken? Or is there a reason for the missing digit? Anyway, better make a note of this number on my phone. When I checked the divergence meter after erasing our memories with Suzuha, the number was above 0.4%. The current number is significantly lower now. But the bigger question is that missing first digit.
Who are you? What do you want?
Nai peeks at me from behind the sliding door. She's acting even more afraid than usual. I don't want her to tattle on me to her dad. I better calm her down somehow. Sorry for the sudden visit. I'm done. By the way, your old man's the one who showed me how to get here. That doesn't seem to allay her nervousness much, and she still doesn't come any closer.
Who are you? Please get out. If you don't, I'll call the police. And my daddy's really, really strong.
Huh? What's going on here? Who am I? Come on, we've met any number of times. I rent out the second floor of your old man's shop, remember?
Help! Daddy!
Whoa, now hold on a second.
If you touch me, I'll bite my tongue and die.
I'm not gonna touch you, okay? You really don't remember me? Nai shakes her head frantically. We've never met? She nods. Oh, sorry about that. I'm friends with your old man. I'm done here, so I'll be going now. My thoughts are a jumble, but I force a smile to hide my confusion and leave the Tennoji residence behind. Something like this was bound to happen. It's a small comfort, but I knew the risks when I chose this path. Given that cancelling the Suzuha D-mail only changed divergence by 0.07%, a change of 0.2% likely means a dramatic shift in the world line, at least from my perspective. It's entirely possible the past events on this world line, my relationships included, are very different from what I remember. As proof, with the sole exception of FARIS, all contacts have disappeared from my phone. Really? Oh wait, no, that's not it. That's the phone. Address book. Holy shit. Yep. That's nothing but pure horror to me. To save Mayuri and Faris' father, we warped the fabric of time even more than it had been warped already. To lose everyone other than Faris, that would be unbearable. That can't have happened. They can't have disappeared. I'm sure they still exist. My phone is just broken is all. Yeah, that's probably it. I knew this might happen. I accepted the risk. But at the same time, I don't want my relationships with my friends to change. I hold that desperate wish in my mind. Mayuri, Daru, and Kurisu should be in the lab like usual. Once I get there, Mayuri will greet me cheerfully, right? I climb the stairs to the second floor, praying that everything will be alright. And there, I realize that my prayers were for naught. The second floor is vacant. And of course, the time leap machine is nowhere to be found. So May Queen exists. Still in a daze, I wander to the maid cafe in search of a familiar face. It feels like 10 years since I last saw that cat logo. I take a deep breath and open the door.
Welcome back, Master!
Faris. Mayuri. Thank God. I feel indescribable relief when I see the two girls standing there. They didn't disappear. They still work here, just as I remember.
No, Master, it's Mayushi Nyan Nyan.
Mayuri smiles at me and strikes a cat-like pose.
You're Faris Chan's dual partner, aren't you?
She turns to Faris.
Faris Chan, did you tell him Mayushi's real name? Yeah, I don't remember telling him, yeah. But you do call yourself Mayushi, so maybe he guessed, yeah. Oh,
Huh? This feeling. Something is very wrong.
Kyoma!
Faris brings her mouth close to my ear.
Thanks for coming, yeah. But please don't act like my boyfriend in front of all the customers, yeah.
Your boyfriend?
Dummy, you can't use that word, yeah. We can sweet talk all we want after work's over, so control yourself until then, yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I see. You get it, yeah. You're one cool cat, yeah. Come on, Faris Chan. You can't flirt with him here. Yeah. What do you mean, Mayushi? I did no such thing, yeah.
Mayuri, do you remember Daru and Kurisu? Mayuri tilts her head with a confused expression.
Daru? Kurisu? Who?
The coldness in the pit of my stomach returns. There's something odd about how Mayuri and Faris are acting. Does this mean my relationship with them has changed as well? Where's our laboratory?
Laboratory? Love Hotel?
What the hell? Faris grabs me by the ear. Ow, ow, what are you doing?
Kyoma, what's this about, nya? Don't tell me you made plans to meet Mayushi at a Love Hotel, nya. Kyoma's such a pervert to think about doing immoral things with a minor like her, nya.
Laboratory, not Love Hotel. Don't mix them up.
Laboratory? What do you mean by laboratory, nya?
Laboratory, as in the Future Gadget Laboratory. You remember, don't you, Mayuri? The Future Gadget Laboratory.
Mayushi doesn't know what that is, sorry.
She doesn't remember. It can't be.
Anyway, why do you keep talking to Mayushi, nya? You trying to flirt right in front of your girlfriend, nya?
Girlfriend? Faris? Whose? Mine?
If that's how you're gonna be, then I'm gonna have to ask you to leave, nya. So what'll it be, nya?
Right, sorry. I apologize and ask to be seated. And inside, I find Daru sitting at a table for two. He's fidgeting for some reason. Why is he staring at me like that? Daru! There you are! I sit in front of Daru and let out a sigh of relief. I drink my water in one gulp. I was really thirsty. Daru doesn't try to hide his displeasure. Hey, what's your relationship to Faris-tan? What? I've seen you somewhere before. Where was it? Anyway, you're being way too familiar with Faris-tan. Are you a filthy normal? You are, aren't you? Whoa, Daru, just what are you... I shut up as soon as I start talking. Given how Mayuri and Faris are acting, it's entirely possible that my relationship with Daru has changed too. Better make sure. Have we met before? Of course not. This is your first time here, right? As a regular customer, I make sure to remember the other customers' faces. No, I'm pretty sure I count as a regular here. This taste is the taste of a liar. How can you tell without even licking me? Anyway, answer me. What's your relationship to Faris Town? I'm... Not direct enough? Fine. Question 1. What is your name? Why do I have to be cross-examined by Daru? It's unpleasant, but I also don't want to anger him anymore, so I'll answer honestly. The question is which name to use. I'm... Hoin Kyoma. Seriously? Daru suddenly bends forward. His attitude changes completely at this. He grabs my hand, suddenly happy to see me. Oh yeah, now I remember. I was sure I'd seen you somewhere before. You're Faris Chan's duel partner, Hoin-shi. Wow, I feel like an idiot. It's an honor to meet you. I'm a big fan of you and Faris Chan. I saw that last semifinal. He shakes my hand forcefully. His hand is all sweaty. Hey, wait, Daru? Daru? How do you know my nickname? Well... The pieces are starting to fall into place. The lab is gone. Mayuri and Daru don't know me. We haven't met. We're not friends. We're nothing. I see. All the time we spent together is gone. Every moment, every memory. Is this the price I have to pay? Is it my destiny to live in a world where even my best friends don't know me? Man, tomorrow's the finals, huh? Beat the shit out of those viral attackers for me. The finals? Viral attackers? That means it's about Rhina Access Battlers. Am I participating as Faris' partner? But I thought the finals finished yesterday. So on this world line it's tomorrow? I'll ask Faris later. For some reason it looks like I'm her partner and her boyfriend. But I can deal with that later. Right now there's one more thing I need to know. Hey, do you know someone named Makise Kurisu? Oh yeah, she's that genius girl whose thesis got published in that big academic journal, right? Have you met her? She gave a lecture at ATF a couple weeks back. I saw it. She was pretty cute. Why do you ask? Just wondering. It was obvious. If the lab doesn't exist, then how could I have met Kurisu? I go limp in my chair. What about the bet I made? The bet to save Mayuri? Did I win or lose? I should know by tonight. If things go as scheduled, Mayuri will die. Was it right to change the world line? And is Faris' father still alive? If we saved both of them, then I can accept the loss of my friends as the price. I have no other choice.
Papa?
Faris stops drinking her iced milk tea and looks at me with furrowed eyebrows.
He went to work today, nya. How about him, nya?
So your dad is still alive?
Of course he is, nya. Why would you ask something like that, nya? You've been acting weird today, nya. What's wrong, nya?
Nothing. I see. Faris' dad is still alive. Thank goodness. Now all that remains is to learn Mayuri's fate. Will she die, or will she live? The answer will determine if all of this has been worth it. Is it true that you and I are a couple?
Eh?
Faris' face freezes. Her lips start to tremble.
Don't tell me Kyoma was only playing with Faris, nya. You're terrible, nya. How could you play with the heart of a pure 17-year-old maiden?
I see that Faris is as melodramatic as ever. Smiling wryly, I slump down in my chair and look up at the sky. I feel an emptiness filling my heart. Ah, so that's how it is. The world line has changed, and the only one out of place is me. I feel so alone. My friends don't know me anymore. Mayuri isn't even my childhood friend. I won't let you go anywhere. I won't let anyone take you away. That didn't happen in this timeline. Mayuri is no longer my hostage. I was willing to do anything to save her. even sacrificed the time Suzuha spent with us. And yet... No, think positive. Now that Mayuri's a stranger, there's no reason for her to die. Just think of it this way. I sacrificed our memories in order to save Mayuri. That does little to alleviate the sadness.
Kyoma? What's with this Chunibyo aura, nya? We're in the middle of an important conversation, nya?
Hey, Faris. It looks like I have amnesia now. It's not a lie. I have no memories of this world line.
That's the world-famous mad scientist for you, nya. Did the organization land a headshot and make you lose your memories, nya? Kyoma knew about the location of the stolen nuclear weapons and the organization desperately tried to take back those memories, nya. Kyoma?
Faris frowns, then leans forward and stares straight into my eyes. Is she trying to use her power, Cheshire Break was it, to see into my mind?
No way.
Faris quickly turns pale.
Really?
Yeah.
So that's why you've been acting strange, nya. This is terrible, nya. Since when? What happened?
The world line changed. Not like you'd understand what that means. I'd call myself a space-time castaway.
There's no time for jokes, nya. There's a serious scene, nya. I'm worried about you, so answer me honestly, nya.
Not one word I've said is a lie. You of all people should know, right?
Well, yes, nya, but...
Please, tell me about our relationship. Tell me who I am.
You really don't remember?
Faris is moved to tears. Then she firmly clasped my hand.
Faris and Kyoma met at a Rhinet tournament, nya. It was at a small shop in Akiba, but as our life or death struggle unfolded, we understood each other's hearts, nya.
I played Rhinet?
Then we hit it off, and Faris and Kyoma became partners, nya. We were a perfect match, and kept advancing even to the Grand Championships, hardly losing a single match, nya.
Then Faris starts fidgeting. She blushes a little and looks at me sidelong.
And then, as we fought side by side, Faris started to want to know more about Kyoma. I couldn't stop thinking about you. That's when Faris began to fall in love with Kyoma, nya. I wanted to be together as partners, not only in Rhinet, but in private too, nya. So after we won that last semifinal, I made up my mind and confessed, nya. And when Kyoma said he loved me too, we shared a sweet kiss and officially became lovers, nya.
A sweet kiss? Does that make me a normal? Was I really that good with women?
By the way, Faris and Kyoma live together, nya.
What? Living together already when we only just started going out? You really are a filthy normal, current world line me. Faris answers with a wry smile.
Actually, Kyoma's just staying over the summer break while we prepare for the Rhinet Championship, nya. So, we haven't done anything naughty yet, nya. Wait, what are you making me say, nya?
She flails her arms and legs. Oh, if it's at Faris's place with her parents and the butler there, of course nothing naughty would happen.
Do you remember yet, nya?
I shake my head. It's fundamentally impossible for me to remember the events of this world line. I didn't forget those memories. I never had them in the first place. Faris, I have a favor to ask.
Nya, what is it, nya? I'll do anything if it helps you remember, nya.
No, it's not about my memories. It's about Mayuri.
Mayushi, come to think of it, you were awfully chatty with her, nya.
Tonight, around 8 p.m., Mayuri might die.
Eh?
Can you keep an eye on her?
She might die? But you've got to be joking this time, nya.
I gaze straight into Faris's eyes. I'm telling the truth. She might die, or she might not. I'd say it's 50-50. You don't have to do anything. Just keep an eye on her and tell me what happens. Can you do that?
I don't understand, nya. But...
Faris clasped my hand again. Tightly. Very tightly. I can feel her warmth emanating through her palms.
But Faris loves Kyoma. I love you a lot. So I trust you, Nya. I trust you.
Thank you. Faris is the only one I can rely on now. I keep staring at the clock on the wall. I was told to wait at Faris's place, so I've been sitting here for 2 hours. I haven't heard from her since she told me she was going to karaoke with Mayuri. Several hours have passed since Mayuri's scheduled time of death. Faris hasn't contacted me yet, which I guess means that nothing's happened. I wish I could know for sure. If Mayuri were to die now, it would mean that I have failed utterly. I have no way to return to my original world line. I have no way to change the past again. The lab doesn't exist, and neither does the phone wave names would change. I can't even send a D-mail, to say nothing of leap through time. Okabe-kun. Faris's parents make an appearance. They smile when they see me. Come to think of it, this is the first time I've met Faris's mom. She seems like an elegant lady. Is Rumiho still working? No, she went out with a friend from work. Faris's dad is alive. I learned that fact from Faris earlier, but it's really good to see him in the flesh. At the very least, I didn't have to kill this man. I see. It's not good for a high school student to be out this late. You need to warn her, Okabe-kun. Understood. Sorry I have such a troublesome daughter. I hope she's not too hard to deal with. I want you to know I have great respect for you. Thank you very much. I can't believe I've done anything to warrant that sort of praise. Sorry about this, but my wife and I have to fly overseas for a business trip. At this hour? Kuroki will be here, so just ask him if you need anything. Well then, we're off. Take care. Once the parents leave, I drop onto the sofa, relieved. He's a really nice guy. I'm glad I was able to save his life, if nothing else.
I'm home!
Faris returns right after her parents leave.
That was fun!
Faris! Why didn't you contact me? What happened to Mayuri? There's concern in my voice, though I can tell from her expression that everything is okay. I won the bet.
Nothing happened to my Yushi, Nya. We sang anime songs for about 2 hours and then we took her home, Nya. I was such a gentleman, Nya. I think I might have raised some Yuri flags, Nya.
I see. Mayuri is still alive. So is Faris's dad. I've lost much, but as long as they're safe, I can accept my fate. I don't know what will happen to Suzuha's dream for the future, but there's nothing I can do about that now. Everything is fine. This world line is my home now. I'm going to make a life here. I no longer have the lab or my friends, but I do have Faris. I'm not alone. I'm so relieved to have finally achieved my goals that my body's fatigue catches up with me all at once. I slide down on the sofa and close my eyes.
Kyoma, are you going to sleep, Nya?
Yeah, just let me rest a bit. I have plenty of time to think about the future. After all, I have nothing left to fear.
Next turn, your move, Nya.
Ah! It's a little early, but I guess I should use a terminal card and turn the tables. No, this has to be a trap.
What you do is up to you, Nya.
Wait! There's no problem my mighty brain cells can't handle. But no matter how hard I try, I simply can't visualize Faris's piece placement. I'm still a newbie at this game. I barely know the rules. The finals are tomorrow. Today, actually. There's no way I can defeat the viral attackers like this. But since I'm Faris's partner, I have no choice but to participate. That's why we've been training all night. Alright, after careful consideration, I use Virus Checker.
Nice try, Nya. But Faris has plans of backup plans to counter you, Nya.
What? You say?
Now Kyoma's server is fully exposed, Nya. I use this terminal card to pounce on you, Nya.
This game is only about 10% luck. The rest depends entirely upon the Rainer's strategy and ability. And Faris has the power to read people's minds, or emotions at least, so it's easy for her to see through my plays. Her power is truly overwhelming. She tears apart my carefully thought out plan, defeating me easily. Another loss. That's 19 losses out of 19 matches. I'm a disgrace to mad scientists everywhere. I was able to learn the rules with these 19 matches, but I'm still nowhere near tournament level as a player. Was I really on the same caliber as Faris on this world line? I suddenly see a frown spread upon Faris' face.
Kyoma, you really did forget Reinette's Art of War, nya? It didn't feel like Kyoma lost his memories for real until now. I didn't think you'd be this poopy, nya.
Well, excuse me for being poopy.
Did Kyoma forget everything about Faris too, nya?
Not everything. I just don't have a single memory of us as a couple.
Nya.
Faris grows more and more downhearted. Now she's on the verge of tears.
That means you don't love me anymore, nya. Then there's only one thing to do.
Faris suddenly stands up with both fists clenched.
I'll make your body remember, nya.
Faris approaches with bloodshot eyes, her fingers wiggling lasciviously. Are you going to assault me?
That's certainly an option, nya. But this is my first time, so I want to do it gently, nya.
Calm down. If it's the first time, then how the hell will my body remember it?
Kyoma, nya.
Suddenly, Faris gets on all fours. She raises her back a little, exactly like a cat ready to pounce.
Pop and Mama went overseas, nya. Karoki's gone home too, nya. We have this whole apartment to ourselves, nya.
She approaches slowly.
What will you do, nya? Even without your memories, can you really resist me, nya?
I won't be tempted, cat girl. I don't know what I should do in a situation like this. I can't think clearly.
Kyoma! Kyoma, 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 Kyoma!
Finally, Faris blasts off. If I dodge, Faris is sure to fall flat on her face. That's how fast she's going. So to prevent that, I catch her in my arms. Ah, here's where I lose my virginity. Farewell, virginity. I would have preferred to give it away rather than have it taken by force. But oh well. All I can do now is prepare myself. Suddenly, Faris falls silent. Faris? When I look down, she's pressing her face against my chest, muffling her sobs.
You're not remembering. Hurts so much, nya. The person I knew became someone I didn't know. I can remember things we did together from before, but you have no recollection. I can't bring those memories back. It hurts so much. I wish I'd lost my memories too, nya.
Faris' words hit me like a blow. I feel exactly the same way. The Faris I knew is gone forever. So are Mayuri, Daru, and Kurisu. This world line closely resembles mine. Nothing is missing, but everything has changed. My memories seem real, and I know that they are. But with no one else to share them, they might as well be a dream. I'm all alone in this world. Alienated, isolated. My friends will never remember me. The events in my memories never happened. But this, I gently embrace Faris' small head. This is my choice.
Your choice?
Yeah. The path I chose so that neither Mayuri nor Faris' dad would die. I won the bet, so in return, I have to live with this loneliness, this isolation. Nothing is free. Everything has a price. I sacrificed Suzuha's memories to save Mayuri. That's what Suzuha wanted. It's only fair that I give up on something myself. So I'm okay with this. Because, objectively speaking, I reached my goal. I'm okay. I'm glad I have you, Faris. I want you to know that. Mayuri and Daru are strangers now. Kurisu has probably returned to America. Without Faris, without her affection, I don't know what I would have done. I don't remember falling in love. But I'm glad that we did.
Kyoma!
Faris lifts her face. You're the only person who knows me here, Faris. As long as we're together, everything will be fine. I hope you'll stay with me even now. I probably won't get my memories back. But I want to fall in love with you all over again.
Kyoma, Faris wants you to take off her cat ears, nya.
Cat ears? Oh, I see. Back to Rumiho mode. I gently take the cat-eared headband off of Faris's head. Her long hair falls down and dangles onto my face. I comb through her hair with my fingers, and Faris's eyes smile as if soothed by my touch. She really is like a cat.
Will you call me Rumiho?
This is the second time she's asked me that. I was too self-conscious to say it the first time, but now... Rumiho. Ignoring my inner shyness, I say her name. Our faces draw close.
Will you kiss me?
With difficulty, we exchange a kiss, like hummingbirds pecking at nectar. Then Faris slowly smiles. Her smile, her lingering tears, her everything, is awfully cute.
You're my prince, you know.
This is the second time she's told me that. I endure the tingling in my body.
Is it okay if I still love you?
Yeah.
Yay.
I can no longer return to my original world line. I don't intend to either. Because I saved both Mayuri and Faris's dad. I'll keep living on this world line. And Faris will be by my side. Thanks for waiting, everyone! Very soon we will start the finals and see once and for all who is the Rainet Access Battlers Grand Champion! I hear cheers. The finals are about to begin. Of course, our opponents are the viral attackers. On the previous world line, Faris's victory turned into a desperate chase through Akiba. But that's another thing that never happened. Normally, I would have refused to stand here. Since I didn't get my memories back, I could have stepped down, and the cheerful cat girl would have probably accepted and then proceeded to fight alone. But still I'm standing here, even though I'm aware I'm a burden.
Kyoma, are you sure you'll be fine yet?
Faris turns to me anxiously, one last time. I answer her with a firm nod. I've decided, this is my home now. The story of Ho-Wing Kyoma, of Okabe Rintaro, begins here anew. The first line on a blank page. I discard my feelings for the world line that never happened. I lock those memories deep in my heart. In order to live here from now on, I will become this world line's Okabe Rintaro. Besides, the viral attackers are a troublesome opponent, win or lose. I have to protect you from them. Faris's dad won't come in his limousine to save us this time. I'm the only one who can protect Faris now.
I'm so happy yet.
Faris turns to me, deeply moved, and holds out her hand.
Together.
Yeah, together. Faris's hand. My only connection to this world line. I gently take hold of it and squeeze. And that is the Faris ending. So, as you may have surmised by me intentionally going forward to this ending, I intend to hit all of the wrong endings on the way to the right one. The right one has some trickiness that I might not actually be able to do the first time around, so I might have to do that off screen. I think I've already talked about this before, but either way, yeah, after this I am going to be going back into the normal story for the next chapter, and actually sending the D-mail that will kill Faris's dad. Oof. But yeah, that was a sweet little foray into another world line. It's interesting that it was just 0.27 whatever it was, instead of like 0.2 or 1.2 or anything like that. I feel like it was maybe a negative number or something like that. I don't actually know. I feel like there's probably some sort of lore somewhere that would tell me this. My god, this is so loud. Can I skip this? I forgot how loud this was. There is no way to skip this. I remember that too. Unfortunate. But either way, I really like how these endings kind of show that part of the situation is resolved, part of it's fixed, but not all of it. It kind of gives you that vibe of like, this is dissatisfying, this isn't right, this can be better. Like, this is good, this is an ending, but it could be better. And also, I just appreciate that Faris got a little bit more screen time because Faris is wonderful. Oh boy. But yeah, I think that is a good place to cut it. Next episode, we will be back in the regular timeline and continuing with things normally and not going into a random non-integer thing. Oh yeah, I should, not going into a random non-integer world line. But yeah, thank you all so much for following my playthrough of Steins Gate, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye now!